And we are live.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. 59. And what's that? And what's the ball? Ready, ready?
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing his lock on third down. And it is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas.
Championship game, the Ravens. If I win this game, we go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, we win this game, we go to the Super Bowl. We're trying to take it to the Super Bowl.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returnable for Thomas. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
All right, son, so right now.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No, sir.
Now Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You ready? Hey, 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 hey! You draw quarter. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 80 weapon. Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And he hits his man, Matthews. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashard Matthews, 54 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
I didn't even run him over. He didn't run him out. All right. That shit crazy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
132 fighter. Ready?
Clock now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After one, our score, 9-3. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Orbit. 57's the mile. 57's the mile.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Ingram churning. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, man. Watch the group. Watch it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? 30 base. Check. No. Oh, yeah. Hey, Alpha. Here we go again.
To throw again on second down. Lock. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hey, Delta. 57's the mic.
Now Gordon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 6-man. Check curl. Go.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Down, 50, plant. Tight left.
They'll run with Lindsey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in. And
he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Ingram. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 and a first. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Block now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Get wide. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hello?
Hello?
Topper! Watch QB drop!
I can barely.
Watch QB drop! Bravo! 20, Mike 20. Y'all not ready. Mike 20, Mike 2.
On 1st down, Locke. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Hey, can you go pick up Hoop from work?
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Hey, Zoo. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is deep grip.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Delaney Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a bust.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Jackson. He uncorks it for sneak. And this will be caught at the 30. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Who draw closer? Go, go. Now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Down. 70, Indy.
Touchdown, defense.
Hello.
Ready?
From midfield, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
Get on track all game, man.
Ready? 18, Gator.
They catch the ball, go out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
On 1st down, Gordon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
50, play. 57. Mike, 57.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 4th and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Check 31. Check 31. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Snead's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Hello. He should be.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. 33 yards as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And I want to give the big guys some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No, go down a little more. Go down past the Chase Bank, and like right there by the QT, like if you was going to Home Depot. Like where Dairy Queen is.
Denver offense out the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm with
nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashard Matthews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tom Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Locke. His throw incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
I don't even know who had these.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A lot going to throw it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Come on with this bullshit,
we do have a
man.
penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, baby.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. Or maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the... Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 44 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 78 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Locke looks to throw it again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 75 yards, and the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing now is Locke. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Locke going to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They elevated, you know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out,